A video has been shared widely on TikTok about British Gas breaking into metal band Lords of Ruin frontman Doc Doherty's home. Here's some of it.
So today I was broken into by British Gas. Picklocked the front door, let themselves in, looking for a gas meter that doesn't exist because there's no gas in that property. I'm not sure why they think they can do that. What the piece of paper they produced to us today is that they'd applied for a warrant. They don't have a warrant.
I thought, surely this is a bit mad. An energy company breaking in to retrieve a gas meter from a flat that, as Doc says, hasn't actually had gas in 30 years. But this actually has precedent. Last year, they broke into a home in Midsomer Norton in Somerset and actually did remove a gas meter. It turned out to be a clerical mix-up. The lady in question was left freezing all winter, has had the energy ombudsman service involved. Bear in mind, though, this also happened during the pandemic, where there were rules in place to protect people through social distancing as well. Perhaps you think this is a recent phenomenon, though. Here's another example from 2013. A lady in Poole in Dorset had somebody from British Gas climb over her back gate, enter her home, and fit a prepayment meter because she'd fallen behind with her bills. Something we can all relate to right now, especially because it's happening. You don't expect to be broken into over it, though, especially when you're out. The year before, this had happened to yet another lady who, again, had her meter changed to a pay-as-you-go version, but came home to find her locks had been changed as well. Now, in these latter three cases, British Gas had applied for a warrant and had employed a locksmith to break in for them. Since when were energy companies permitted to get court warrants to enter homes like this, though? Well, they've been able to do it for years. It's all in the Right of Entry Gas and Electricity Boards Act of 1954. And this basically says they can apply for a warrant to come in and disconnect you. According to Ofgem, where debt is the issue, they can get a warrant and change you to a prepayment meter, but cannot charge you for doing so, nor crucially can they do so for people in vulnerable situations or for whom the experience would be traumatic. Now, I'd humbly suggest breaking in when you're not at home is going to be traumatic. Nor can they possibly know the customer is vulnerable if they're not in. Letters threatening to enter your home are not unique to British Gas, but should be a last resort. And with energy spills spiralling, are we going to see more of this?